The nature of the crime, what we're going to talk about, it's not data theft. And you hear a lot about people getting their information stolen. That's not what we're talking about today. We're talking about real money. So the other thing, this isn't ransomware. So everybody knows about ransomware. Somebody clicks on something stupid and all of your files are encrypted and you have to pay some criminal in Bitcoin. Those actually happen fairly quickly. You know, it's easy to set up a ransomware business. It's about as easy as setting up like a e-commerce site on Amazon. So a lot of people do that, a lot of criminals, a lot of foreign actors. And but that's not what we're talking about here today. This is a little different. It comes from modifying bank numbers and sending out ACH payments through their accounting system. In this case, they have a pretty robust server-based, even though it's in the cloud, it's a server-based accounting system, really called ERP. So vendor payments are either rerouted to the wrong account numbers or they're duplicated, and both were done in this case. So how the criminals work. So they break in and research for months, because once they hack through, they're not sure what they're going to find. It's not like ransomware. They're in looking around, trying to figure out what systems you have, what access people have, you know, all of those kinds of things. So in this case, we know that the hackers were in somewhere between like 10 months and 14 months, something like that, before they ever started stealing money. And the other thing they do is they hack multiple systems. So in this case, of course, they hack the accounting system, but to keep that going, they would hack the email system for password resets to understand what people are doing. They might hack your Active Directory to put in, you know, invalid users or certainly fraudulent users. They work through and try to get to most administrative rights they can, and this takes time. And so, like I said, it took 10 months at least before they started stealing. Also, they use the network as a base of operations, you know, and what it means is there are likely multiple hackers in your system. So if you think about it, you know, the skills to hack into a system are elite skills. No matter, you know, you hear about the teenagers that think they can do it, but you know, it's a real skill. So in a lot of cases, the people that hack sell their access. They're not the ones that ultimately steal, because they might not know accounting systems. I mean, not know business systems. So what they do is they sell access to other criminal endeavors. So it's likely that you're hacked by one company, or if you call them one crook, and then they sell it to other crooks. So you could have multiple crooks in your network at the same time, all trying to do things differently. And you'll see that in this case, we found that they used the internal network as a base of crime. In other words, they had connections going out to other companies. You know, they were using it to kind of hide their tracks. I mean, it was, we'll get to that here in a second, but it was crazy.